Alright, hello Saberland, this is Raven. Promised you guys that I would give you a longer video of my review on the NBv3 version 3 build that I did on this Ultrasabers Raven. I gave a short video on it. Didn't really go too much into detail, it was just more of showing off the sound font. Here I'll go into a little more detail. As you'll notice, it only has the one claw. I have the two right here. The holes needed to be retapped because they weren't threaded correctly anymore. They were originally, I think, 632, so slightly smaller than the 832s that we normally use on sabers. So they've been retapped a size bigger for these little guys right here. But it turns out that those screws are slightly too big, so I'm going to have to tap out the holes in the claws and make those slightly bigger as well to accept the slightly larger screws. So, aesthetics of the hilt, it's a close replica of the Sith Stalker lightsaber from the Force Unleashed when Starkiller became the Sith Stalker in the Dark Side ending. So, as I said earlier, it features the NBv3 version 3. For the LED, we have a single die 3-watt Cree XPE2. So here for the switch is a 16mm stainless steel non-illuminated anti-vandal. It originally had a guarded latching switch, as most Ultrasabers come with. So I had to bore out the hole a little bit to fit the switch in. The nut isn't there to fit it in there, it's actually just there for aesthetics. I like the nut on there better. I thought it made it pop out a little more and give it a little more character. So, I'm gonna see if I can try and open up this hilt. So I need both my hands. I'll set my phone down and bear with me. So take off the pommel here. See if we can get the chassis out. It's actually fit in there quite snugly, which is nice. That way it doesn't bounce around on the hilt a lot. Okay, pulling out the chassis here, and there goes the boot sound on the saber. Alright, so let's get a view of the chassis here. So here I went with the TCSS version 6 chassis, and like on this saber, like on my Bane, with this saber, I had it sanded down a little bit, or dremeled down, excuse me. That way it would fit better while the battery is in the saber. So you notice the battery there kind of pokes out a little more than the lip of the chassis here does. That's okay. I wrapped the board itself in electrical tape to keep it in position so it's not wiggling around while it's in the saber and doesn't bump the walls of the saber. We also have the Veco 2-watt bass speaker, which makes this saber quite loud. It's actually got some pretty decent resonance in it. So, enough of my rambling here. I'm going to go ahead and put the chassis back in and fire it up for you. Here we go. Went in a little bit easier this time. Alright, so since it's woken up, I've got the dark meat sound font on this as well as light meat. I haven't played around with the sound fonts just yet, but here we go. So there is the dark meat. Very deep, bassy hum. And I have a Ultrasabers heavy grade blade here, so let's go ahead and stick that in there real quick to give you guys more of an idea of the brightness on this saber. So there's the Ultrasabers Raven. This is a build by me. And this is something that I will offer in some time. I have a few more projects to do before I'm ready to do them for the public. I'd like to say after my Graflex build, I will start taking orders for people. Alright, so that is the Raven. The next one that I should be presenting to you guys will be the Graflex. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope I didn't bore you all too much. So, may the force be with you guys.